So I get a call from a shop. We have a 2025 Toyota Camry. Front end collision, nothing too crazy, but now we have all these lights. What do? Stay tuned. We're going to get into it. So we get out to the vehicle, and first thing we got to do, we got to get a scan. Any of you guys who have been working on these newer Toyotas know this initial scan is not going to give you all the information that you need. We have to check our ROB history. This can be placed in many different spots depending on what tool you're using. I tend to use the launch on Toyotas because we can get to the ROB data really quickly just from this main scan page. We're going to select special functions here on the left-hand side. And now we're running our ROB scan. The ROB scan is a deeper level scan that will check the entire vehicle. One other thing about launch, it runs a whole scan from this one page. Other scan tool manufacturers, you have to go module per module because it's checking every single one. This is going to give us the information that we need so that we can quickly and efficiently diagnose this vehicle and get on about our day. Scan's just wrapping up, and wouldn't you know it, torque sensor missing calibration or out of adjustment, no memory. That sets off alarm bells in my head. What I think happened is the technician, instead of running the full calibration for the ABS module, he went to the power steering and ran the initial basic settings. Let's see. Yep, power steering, ECU, initial settings. Now, if we check service information, this should only be done if we are replacing the rack and pinion. Now, the first thing we have to do is go to the ABS module itself and run the calibration here. There may be some additional steps afterwards, but sometimes you can get lucky by running the calibration first, then see if anything else is lingering. So we're going to go through, we're going to run it, we're going to follow our prompts, and this is what the dash is going to look like when running the ABS calibration. It's going to change, everything's going to be flashing, but we want those two lights flashing. Once they are, we're going to hit next. And we can see here the linear solenoid valve offset is incomplete. Let's get into it, keep going. We have to work the problem one step at a time. This is where diagnosing can be really frustrating, but the biggest point is just taking a deep breath and work the problem. If you're getting frustrated at a car, walk away from it. Here, let's just run our initial valve offset. And just like all the other tests, it will have our ABS lights blinking quickly, but what else is new? This test will run for 4 minutes. At this time, ensure that you do not touch the brakes at all. Keep your feet to yourself and just let it do its job. It is boring, yes, but if you touch the brakes at this point, we may have to start all over. So let's let the test run and see what we got. All right, linear offset valve has been reset. Everything is successful. Screenshot, we're going to add that to our report later. But now we got to go back and we're going to run the calibration of the ABS system one more time to make sure that everything is complete. And we're running our ABS. Boom, everything has been completed. Screenshot, back up. We're going to run our ROB one more time as well. Make sure everything is cleared. Make sure we have no check marks. So I'm sure some of you are wondering how many times you have to go back and forth and back and forth. Quite a few to keep it simple. But it's the only way that you can verify that everything was done to par, to standard, and the system's going to work. Screenshot, no behavior codes. Let's take a look at that dash. Boom. She's clear, baby. Now, if you're working in the collision industry, or even if you're working in the glass field, and you come across a Toyota that is showing similar symptoms, dash is lit up like a Christmas tree, just in the same way, same messages, will this 100% fix every single problem? No, it won't. And that is the point. There are hundreds and hundreds of possible variations of why you will get these lights and why there will be no codes. You can get this for a front radar being disconnected, a bad harness, a bad fuse, even as simple as a TPMS sensor goes out or a wheel speed sensor goes out. They're all interlinked together. This is a standard process of how you work the issues line by line, step by step. Every car is different. That's why they're called case studies. Till next time, guys, be safe out there.